Rock the body, body, body.
I'm Michi-chan, and this is episode 2 of Michi-chan's RAW Derby. Arizona Roller Derby was the state's first derby league, started in 2003. The first AZRD bouts were, let's just say, more like the Renegades, rough, tough, and dirty. So much so that when AZRD was considering adding more structure to the game and joining what would eventually be called the Women's Flat Track Derby Association, or WFTDA, 2 league splits would take place. One split would create the Renegade Roller Girls, which you will see on the next episode of RAW Derby. The other was the Arizona Derby Dames, which you saw on the previous episode. Now, when you think of WFTDA today, you think about the infamous tripod defense. You see a game where blockers form a brick wall trying to prevent the opposing jammer from getting through. However, back in the classic modern days, things were a bit different. For example, we had 2-whistle starts where the pack would go before the jammers. We had grand slams for when one jammer laps the other one, a point is earned. We also had the infamous jammerless jam. Now, we will see jammerless jams on an upcoming episode of RAW Derby, just not on this one. I consider the classic modern period to run from 2003 to 2013 when WFTDA eliminated the 2-whistle start. On this episode, we will have the Surly Gurlies, one of AZRD's 4 home teams at the time, taking on the Bruisers. For the Surlies, watch for jammer Gratuitous Violet, as well as pint-sized jammer Raina Rage. On the Bruisers, we have Shirley Demise, Cutthroat KC, and Localina. This bout was actually Shirley Demise's last bout before she moved on to Las Vegas. According to Flat Track Stats, the Bruisers would be disbanded in 2014. For the Surlies, they recorded their last bout in 2019 when they were defeated by Vice Squad of Tucson Roller Derby by a score of 171 to 116. So with that, let's go back in time to February 7, 2009 as the Surly Gurlies take on the Bruisers. But first, here's a few things you need to know about our presentation. Michi-chan's RAW Derby is a journey into the early days of the modern resurgence of flat track roller derby by highlighting how the game was played in Arizona, the second birthplace of modern roller derby. From 2007 to 2009, I produced 7 long-form video shows, first called the Arizona Derby Report and then later Michi-chan's Real Derby. Think of these programs like Sports Center, but for Derby. They featured news, scores, standings, as well as highlight reels on the various roller derby bouts that were played in Phoenix and Tucson at the time. These highlight reels ran about 5 to 7 minutes in order to not just capture the highlighted moments of the game, but to also reflect the human element of the skaters and the fans. Michi-chan's RAW Derby takes those bouts where most or all of the gameplay was recorded and now presents them in their entirety, jam by jam. While you're used to seeing recent roller derby coverage on live streams and YouTube with camera angles at elevated positions, the Michi-chan way was much different. I'm not interested in the positioning of the skaters. I'm interested in the human side of the sport and capturing the action from the floor where the action was happening, not from the grandstands. Likewise, since our coverage at the time was intended mainly for highlight reels and not for full bout coverage, you should not expect a well-polished presentation of the game. Since I used a handheld camera and did not always use a tripod, you should expect the camera to shake at times, be out of focus, and to experience immediate shifting to other parts of the track, including the areas where action is not happening in anticipation for something to eventually happen. You will also hear my remarks.
Nice hit!
my calls of encouragement,
Rosie, help her through.
score and time checks, as well as other things that you may not expect in roller derby coverage that's commonly seen today. Like I said, this is as raw can get. But if you can see past all this, you will experience for the first time what Arizona Derby lovers experienced in those early years. A time when fans were closer to the game and more involved. A time when skaters had more freedom to express themselves through their individual character. And a peek into how the game was originally played before it evolved into different styles based on national association. This is our state. This is our derby. This is Michi-chan's RAW Derby. So here it is. The Surleys take on the Bruisers right here, right now. All right, here we go. We are now in... Let's talk about our host league for this bout. Arizona Roller Derby was the state's first modern roller derby league, started in 2003. AZRD was one of the founding members of the United Leagues Coalition, which would later be known as the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. During the Michi-chan era, AZRD had 4 home teams. They currently have 2. The Bad News Beaters, a heritage name from the early days, and Skate Riot Project, a name that most locals will get. AZRD has 2 travel teams. Their A team is the Arizona All-Stars. Their B team is Arizona Rising. In 2025, their primary venue was the Broadway Recreation Center located at Broadway and Center Street in Mesa. For more information about everything AZRD, visit their website at ArizonaRollerDerby.com or look for them on Facebook. Now on to this bout. This bout was played on February 7, 2009 between the Surly Gurlies in black and the Bruisers in red at the Castle Sports Club in Phoenix. This game followed the WFTDA 3.1 rule set consisting of 2 30-minute periods and 2-minute jams. This was during the era of 2-whistle starts where the pack would go before the jammers. Lapping an opposing jammer would give an additional point for a grand slam. For this bout, we were on the 16:9 widescreen camera without the assistance of a tripod, so expect a little more shaking. We also had some issues with the camera, so the picture may be darker than usual. We were located in turn 3, and this bout has full Michi commentary. We did miss the halftime activities, which usually consist of fun events like Wagon Race and Queen of the Ring. Well, that's the tale of the tape. Now on to the bout. It's Surleys versus Bruisers right now. Zebras rock! Okay, Derby lovers, we are ready to go. This is the first jam for the Surly Gurlies and the Bruisers. And we are going to start off with Shirley Demise going up against Raina Rage. This is a good start. Here comes your pack. Here come your jammers. And here we go. And there we go. Demise having a little bit of an advantage out to the front. Demise is coming out, getting a lot of resistance off of Thomas K-Trix, yes. But both jammers still being worked to the back of the pack here as Shirley Demise tries to make her way through. Who's going to get through here? Everybody's still back to the back, but nah, but wait a minute. We've got it. We've got Raina Rage. She's through. No lead jam, though. She went out of bounds. She got no lead jam. No lead jam. And we got a lead jammer, and it is the Bruisers. Shirley Demise is going to be your lead jammer. But Raina Rage is getting ready to score here, so Demise does the right thing and calls off the jam before any damage is done. And that's your first jam of the night. Okay, 28:50. We're going to have Gratuitous Violet going up against Cutthroat Casey in the second jam. 28:38 remaining, no score. Here we go.
Gurlies. Meanwhile, let's take a look here. Gratuitous Violet trying to make her way through, but Cutthroat KC's coming in right behind her. Both skaters have broken. And that's the jam. Here we go. And what we got here? We got Sheetanist and Dinosaurus Rex. Here comes. Okay, Sheetanist trying to make her way through the pack. Dinosaurus Rex a little bit behind. Sheetanist falls to the floor, backstretch. Meanwhile, we're waiting to see what happens. Where is our surly jammer? Nice little fall there. All right. Okay, she's through. No leak jam though. Meanwhile, we're waiting to see what happens with. Okay, Sheetanist is through. I don't think we have a lead jam on this one. I think both of them going for two. All right, here we go. We're keeping a watch. This is full 2-minute jam roller derby here, kids. Everybody just, wow. Wow, rain of rage all over Sheetanist. Sheetanist has to get the free pass there, 20-foot rule. Here we go. And that's the jam. Wow. And that's Kitakilla. Wonder whatever happened to Kitakilla. Okay, 24:57 remaining. It's now 6-4, and I think that's 6-4 Shirley's. We have Localina jamming against Dominatrix. We're going to keep a watch on. Localina is coming through. Localina's through. Localina's through. No lead jam. No lead jam. Dominatrix can still get this one. What's the call? Lead jam. Surly. Lead jammer, and that's the jam. That's Dominatrix. Bone setter jamming against. Bone setter against Dark Agenda. Bone setter against Dark Agenda. Lead jam, and that's the bone setter. It's 23:20 remaining, 6-4. And here we go. And that is Dark Agenda. Dark Agenda trying to make her way through, but let's take a look at the... Let's keep a watch on Bone Setter. Bone Setter taking a whip off a Cutthroat. There she goes. She's through. She calls. She scores. Not in that order, though. And that's the Bone Setter. Okay, we got a timeout. 22:31 remaining, 6-4. And I believe that is the Surleys with the home team score there, 6-4. All right. Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to get out of this timeout here in just a moment. Here it is now. It's 22-31. We're going to correct the score now. It's going to be, looks like now it's going to be 7-6 for the Bruisers. You're okay. You're okay. You're and that's diabolique. All right, Derby fans, here we go. It's 7-6. At 22-31. We got Shirley Demise going up against Localina again, a repeat of the first jam. And here comes your pack. Jammers. Shirley Demise and Rain of Rage. I'm sorry, Rain of Rage. Let me correct that. Shirley Demise and Rain of Rage. We have a lead jammer. Number 25, Shirley Demise. Lead jam, Bruisers. Meanwhile, Rain of Rage just having a little bit of resistance there. Got knocked out in turn 4, but she has found her way through. But there's your lead jammer right there, and that is Shirley Demise. A little bit of a bump there on Judy Saucebox, but she's trying to... Oh! Nice hit! Dama Skatrix, wow! And she calls the jam. Nice! Okay, here we go. We've got Cutthroat KC going up against Gratuitous Violet. 21-10, 9-7 Surly. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Here we go. Let's take a look here. Here it comes. And Cutthroat is through. Lead jam. Bruisers. Gratuitous Violet is also through. But the Cutthroat Casey on the outside's got the lead jam. But look out! Look out! Here comes. She's got to get by the Bone Setter. She's got... Oh! Bone Setter doing almost the same thing she did back last month against San Diego. Almost. Good game. Good shot there. Good try. Okay, we're at 20 minutes. And it's 9-8. And we stopped the clock at 19:55. Clock stopped at 19:55. When we come back, we're going to come back with Sheetanist going up against Dianosaurus Rex. Sheetanist, Dianosaurus Rex, it's 13-12. 13-12 Bruisers, 19:55 remaining. Here we go. And we got an early blow to the box there on a Surly. 5-on-4 Bruisers right now. Meanwhile, Sheetanist trying to find a way her way through. Sheetanist is through. Lead jam, Bruisers. And Dianosaurus Rex right behind her. But right now it's all about Sheetanist. Rain of Rage taking a little bit of a fall in the backstretch. And that's the jam. Okay, here we are, 14-13. Surly's. We've got Cutthroat KC up against Dark Agenda. Here comes Cutthroat KC. Trying to make her way through. Cutthroat KC trying. She's going to try to make her way through, but no! Dark Agenda sneaks through. Lead jam, Surly. Yeah. All right, watch on the pack here. And up. A little bit of what we call in Derby a whoop. Meanwhile, and she calls the jam with a grand slam. Okay, it definitely was. We got a 19-13 Surly game here. 16:20 remaining. 16:20. We got Rain of Rage going up against Shirley Demise. Here comes the Gemmas. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We're watching that Bruiser jammer. She's got to get by Dama Skatrix. She's got to get Dama Skatrix just working her. Wow. 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 And 20-foot roll. Demise is through. Lead jam. Lead jam for the Bruisers. Meanwhile, where is our Surly jammer? Here she comes. Rain of Rage through. But 2-5, Shirley Demise has got your lead jam. 2-5, here she comes. Damas, and she calls the jam. She calls the jam after some major resistance there by Dama Skatrix. Wow. Okay, when we get back into the action here, we're going to have a gratuitous Violet going up against Cutthroat KC. All right, here we go. 14:25 remaining. 19-16 Surly's clock is running. Here come your jammers. Cutthroat KC a little bit out in front, but here comes Gratuitous Violet on the post. Gratuitous Violet takes a little bit of a fall there on turn 4. Meanwhile, oh, whoa, way out of the way there. Localina, a little out of control there on that hit. Almost turned the Michi-chan into toast here, but here comes Cutthroat KC trying to make her way through. So far, no one has broken yet. Oh! Chachi Patron involved in a little bit of a whoops, but we've got a lead jammer, and it's Cutthroat KC. Lead jam, Bruisers. And we're still waiting to see what the Surlies do here. This is a great advantage right now because here she comes. Cutthroat KC can make this through. She's going to get a grand slam here. That Surly jammer is caught up. She is caught up. Things don't look good. We got a star pass. Star pass. Star pass. Star pass for the Surlies. Star pass to the Surlies, and that was Dama Skatrix who got the star. Dama Skatrix got the star on that star pass. Great job, Surlies. Okay, 12:30 remaining. We got 24 to 19. 24-19 in favor of the Bruisers. Here we go. Meanwhile, the Surly section is going crazy. But right now we have Shirley Demise. Shirley Demise through, no lead jam. And Dianasaurus Rex jamming for the Surlies, a little slip in turn 4. Dianasaurus can still break good lead jam and call this off. If she's oh, nice big little pile up there in turn 4. But here comes Dianasaurus through the pack. She's got 2 so far. Here she comes. She's coming for more. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Grand slam. And that's Shirley Demise. Meanwhile, Dianosaurus Rex is still stuck. Dianosaurus Rex is still stuck, but here comes Shirley Demise being pulled out in turn 4 there. We have Jammer on Jammer going here, kids. This is Jammer on Jammer. Total Jammer on Jammer here in turn 3. Somebody's getting called. Dianosaurus Rex is out. Solo Jam. Bruisers. They've got total control. Another Grand Slam. 10-point jam so far. Shirley Demise. And it's still going. It should get time here in just a second here. She's probably not going to have enough time to make it through again. And that's a jam. And that's Shirley Demise, double Grand Slam. There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. Derby love.
Derby love. This is for Valentine's Day. If you are interested in Derby love of your own, go to AZRD.com and you can be part of the love.
All right, here we go. We've got Localina solo jamming for the Bruisers. We got 34-19, 10:01 remaining. There goes your pack. And here comes your solo jammer. Localina. Packet split right now. We got Surly's in front, Bruisers in the back. Here we come. She's got to get by Rain of Rage. Rain of Rage is her only resistance right now. Rain of Rage and Gratuitous Violet double working her 20-foot rule. She's through. Lead jammer. Lead jam. She's got total control of this jam. And we've got Sheetiness and Gratuitous Violet going to the box. We've got 4-on-3 now as Miss Mazeppa is coming back in. Miss Mazeppa catching up with the rest of the pack, but there's Localina again being worked very hard by Rain of Rage. She calls the jam. Nice. I gotta tell you one thing, French lick, very classy there. 38-19, 8:20 remaining. Cutthroat KC jamming up against, it looks like that's Dark Agenda. That's exactly what it is. Rumbunctious! No. That was Dark Agenda taking a little fall there. But here comes, and she's through. Cutthroat KC through. Lead jam. Bruisers. Dark Agenda makes her way through finally. Meanwhile, the pack is getting ready for this one. And, oh! Shirley Demise, nice hit on Rain of Rage there. Turn 3 right in front of me. Nice. So it's only for skilled professionals. All right, here we go. A little bit of, that's Cutthroat KC. Yes. Looks like this jam's going to go for 2. AZRD does the announcer. Oh, nice fall there. Rain of Rage right in front of me again, turn 3. Meanwhile, Cutthroat KC still going. Good stuff. Good stuff. And that's the jam. 2 minutes. 47:25. 5:50 remaining. What? Okay. What we got up there? Okay, that's Localina against Dama Skatrix. Is that Dama Skatrix? Can't tell anymore. Pack. Jammers. And that is Dama Skatrix, your cat of 9 tails. Lead jam. Lead jam, and that's Dama. That is Dama Skatrix is your lead jammer. Localina not too far behind. Now a race to see who gets back to the pack. And that is a Bruiser getting blown off to the box. I think that's Julie Southbox. A little bit of a fall there, and the jam is called. Good stuff. We got 50-27. 50-27. We got Bone Setter up against Rain of Rage. 4:17 remaining. Clock is moving. And here comes your jammers. Yes. Bone Setter and Rain of Rage trying to jockey for position here. Bone Setter on the inside, but so is Rain of Rage. Rain of Rage is trying to sneak through. Maybe going to get a little help there. She's through. Yurak High falls. But we got a lead jammer, Surly. Meanwhile, Bone Setter trying to make her way through this pack, and she's going to make it through easily for the free pass, and she is through. But we do have a lead jammer, and that is Rain of Rage. 3:30 remaining. This clock is still going. Probably have time for 2 more jams here. Oh, a little bit of a slip there. And the jam is called. Okay, we've got 2:57 remaining. It's 50-31. This will probably be the second to the last jam remaining for this period. Here we go. We've got Shirley Demise up against Gratuitous Violet. Demise and Violet. Here we go. Demise is after Violet. Whoa, jammer on jammer here. But here comes Demise. Both jammers trying to make their way through, and we have a skater down on the front stretch. We have a skater down. That's Dirty Duchess down on this front stretch. This jam has been called by the refs. All right, here we go. We have Dianosaurus Rex jamming up against, looks like Cutthroat KC. Rambunctious takes out Cutthroat KC and Hollywood. Oh no. Hollywood's the penalty ref. Okay, here we go. And we got a lead jam, by the way, for the Surleys. Well, Surly lead jam here. Oh! Rambunctious, doing a good job in preventing the whip there. Oh, this is nice derby. And Rain of Rage getting called to the box. 1:23 remaining. This will likely be the second to the last jam. Meanwhile, Cutthroat KC fixing a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction there, but she's doing good. Where is our... Nice! Bone Setter doing exactly what her name describes. lives. I have become a big fan of the bone setter, let me tell you. And that's the jam. We got time for one more. Okay, it's 50 to 31, final jam of this period. And we got a good combination up here this time. It's going to be 50 to 33. 51-33. 51-33, final jam. We're going to say 1 minute remaining. Shirley Demise, Gratuitous Violet. Here we go. Gratuitous. Again, Demise just working Violet. This is jammer on jammer, people. Jammer on jammer. Jammer on jammer. Rep trying to get the pack together. We got a little bit of a split pack here. Let's get that pack together. Very slow pack. And there. She goes down in the pack. And Gratuitous Violet comes down here, so it's kind of an even score. Gratuitous Violet slips again. Oh my God, Derby lovers. What could I tell you? Final jam of the half. Gratuitous, Shirley Demise, lead jam, Bruisers. And here we go. Oh, nice little fall on the front stretch involving Bone Setter, Rena Rage, and somebody there. And that's Demise trying to make her way through. Is she going to make her way through? Grand Slam, and she calls it. That's the period. And that's Shirley Demise. And that's the half. We're going to update the score again. 59-33 at the half. They won't crash into you unless I ask them to. Alright, here we go. Check it out. New Michi-chan outfit. New look. New look for... It's a new Michi-chan look for 2009. Latitude, my friend. Latitude.
from the mind of the Michi. Michi FM plays whatever Michi wants. Slightly off the deep end. MICHIFM.com.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready for the second half here. We got Shirley Demise up on the line, 59-33. Just to clarify that all those points were made in bouting and none were made in the halftime event. Shirley Demise, solo jam. Here we go. Mazeppa taking a little bit of a stumble there, turn 3. But we are moving. Meanwhile, here comes Shirley Demise trying to make her way. Damaskatrix holding her off. It's good stuff. Oh! Damaskatrix getting a little bit caught up there. Surly blocking is just doing what they can on this 2-5. Let me tell you. All right, we're starting the period off with a solo jammer. Rate of Rage 20-foot roll, free pass. And she's through, and it's... What? What's going on? Jammerless jam? No. 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 Demise gets called to the box right as the Surly Jammer comes out. It's not a jammerless jam. Here we go. The tide has turned and we now have Gratuitous Violet. Gratuitous Violet. But she's having a lot of difficulty getting through. And she's going to be through. 20-foot rule. What's the verdict? And that's the jam. Okay, 59-33. Last jam we had a Bruiser lead solo jammer. Now we're going to have a Surly solo jammer. And that is going to be Dianasaurus Rex. Your pack is off. Solo jammer on her way. Dianasaurus Rex. Here she comes. Here she comes. Dianasaurus Rex trying to make her way through. Getting a little bit caught up there. She's getting very caught up. She's got a wall of red around her. But she's through. And we have a lead jam, Starly Gurlies. Meanwhile, the Bruiser jammer is back out. And that is 2-5, Shirley Demise. Shirley Demise has got to catch up now with Dianasaurus Rex. This is good stuff. And Dianasaurus Rex calls as she enters the pack. That was the most creative calling off the jam I've ever seen. Okay, here we go. We got a 59-33, 26 minutes remaining. Derby lovers. Here we go. This time we have Damaskatrix jamming up against Sheedanith. Damaskatrix trying with this. Looks like Sheedanith. No, Damaskatrix. Damaskatrix. But the lead jam is being called on Sheedanith. Sheedanith's lead jam. Good call by the refs. That was a very good call. That was a very good call by the jammer refs. but Dominatrix is out. Solo jam for the Bruisers, and they've got lead jam, so they've got total control, baby. Total control here. Here we go, kids. We're watching that 2-6. We're watching that Sheetinist. Sheetinist is going and going and going. We got 20 foot here, and she's through. And we've got a Grand Slam. Sheetinist Grand Slam Bruisers. Bone Setter and Chachi Patron having a little bit of a confrontation, but Sheetinist is riding this baby out. Here comes Sheetinist, easy inside shot. Gratuitous Violet. Gratuitous Violet, Raina Rage that she's up against. Now she's got to get by Raina Rage. Gratuitous Violet. Gratuitous Violet giving her luck. Gratuitous Violet knocks her into the Bruiser bench. And that's the jam. Nice jam by Sheetinist. Okay, we've got 67 to 33. 67-33. 23-30 remaining. 23-34 remaining. Localina up to the line against, looks like Dark Agenda. Dark Agenda. Here comes Localina. 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 A little bit of resistance there by Dianosaurus Rex, but I think she's going to get by. She's going to get by. She's through. No lead jam, though. Localina breaks first, but she doesn't get the lead jam. Meanwhile, Dark Agenda's riding the back of the pack. Localina is in a position to milk this baby. And we're gonna watch. We're watching closely. Dark Agenda still trying to make her way through. Meanwhile, Localina's racking up the points here. Okay, Dark Agenda. And Dark Agenda's having a little bit of a delay getting up, but she's back up. She's struggling a little bit. Meanwhile, Localina's through. Judy Saucebox to the box. Dark Agenda is showing a little bit of difficulty. But there's no lead jam. This is going for two. Somebody's getting blown to the box. Who's getting? Okay, let's see. What have we got here? We're just keeping a watch here on Dark Agenda. Let's see if Dark Agenda can do something on this pass. Well, she won't be able to do anything because that's a jam. Nice jam by both teams. Okay, here we go. We got 21:03 remaining, 77-33. Bruisers, we've got the Bone Setter against Raina Rage. Bone Setter and Raina Rage, here we go. Oh, nice! Nice! Everybody's falling. Cutthroat KC. Raina Rage. Gratuitous Violet, all involved in that. Meanwhile, the Bone Setter is through. No lead jam. Another nice hit. That was Judy Saucebox on Raina Rage there. Raina Rage is through. Lead jam, Surly. This is WFTDA Derby if I ever saw it, people. And she'll call it. I'm not going to argue with that one. Nice. Oh, wait for the number gods to do their thing. 19:35 remaining. Scoreboard still showing I think there should be some advancement here. And there goes the pack. Here comes the jammers. Scoreboard still showing 77-33. We got Rain of Rage again. This time up against Shirley Demise. Rain of Rage and Shirley Demise. Shirley Demise up against Chachi Patron and Damaskatrix. What's she gonna do? Lead jam on who? Lead jam on the Bruisers. I'm calling. Wait, or was that? No, that wasn't a lead jam. That was somebody. I'm confused. I better watch the video. I could have sworn a lead jam was called there, but the skater was mid-pack. Okay. Rain and Rage, both jammers are through. Both jammers are through. No lead jam being called on the Bruisers. And on Rain and Rage. Okay, the lead jam was on the Surleys. Raina called it. That was the most confusing lead jam call I have seen in quite a while. Okay, we still have a 77-33 score displayed on the board here. I can't believe that. I don't know. 17:35 remaining. Captain against captain. Shirley Demise against Diana Source Rex, and here we go. Shirley Demise, spill, turn 4. Shirley Demise, but here comes, oh, nice! Localina takes a trip over Diana Source Rex. And the Bruisers through for the lead jam. And that is Cutthroat KC. I correct myself. That is Cutthroat KC is your jammer. Meanwhile, activity in turn 1. A little bit of hitting there against Mads. That's Yellow Fever going against Mads there. Lots of whistles being blown. And we call the jam, and that's Cutthroat KC. Okay, we're getting back into it here in just a moment. Here's 82-33. 16:05 remaining, coming off of a timeout. We've got jammers going, and we've got Damaskatrix going up against Sheetanist. Damaskatrix up against Sheetanist. Here we go. And Sheetanist goes down in the back stretch, but she's back up. Damaskatrix also still trying to find her way through. So far, no one has broken. And somebody's fallen down in the front stretch. And Sheetanist called to the box. Solo jam, Surly. And that's Damaskatrix. Solo jam, here comes Damaskatrix. Damaskatrix outside. Bonesetter giving her a little bit of a hit. But Damaskatrix is still trying to make her way through. Nobody's going anywhere here. Damaskatrix has not broken the pack. Uh-oh. Nice little collision there between Damaskatrix and Gratuitous Violet, turn 4. Demise giving her a little bit of a hit. This might be it. She's got a big wall of red, but this pack has got to stay together. This pack's got to stay together. Oh, nice hit by Demise on Skatrix. This is getting good. This is Bruiser blocking like you've ever seen it. Wow. Now we got Bone Setter Oliver. She breaks. Lead champ finally. Finally, lead champ Surly. And that's the jam. Shadeness did break. But he's back up. He's back in the jam. Okay, let's get back to the game. Back to the game. 13:47 remaining. Localina, gratuitous violet. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Gratuitous violet trying to make her way through. Gratuitous violet through. Lead jam. Lead jam Surly's. Meanwhile, Localina trying to make her way through. A little bit hit by Rumbunctious there, turn 3. But here comes Gratuitous Violet. Gratuitous Violet ready to score. Here she comes. That's 1. That's 2. Yellow Fever to the box. And that's the jam. Nice. Okay, here we go. We got 12:35 remaining. 82-33. Bruisers with a huge lead. Maybe I should have kept my original prediction of 30-50. Look, Raina Rage up against Cutthroat Casey. When this starts up again. Okay. Clock stopped at 12:22. We got a little score keep conference going. We got a stats geek conference going. Localina to the box. Localina to the box. We have a solo jammer, and here we go. Solo jammer, and that is Raina Rage for the Surly Girlies. We only have 2 Bruisers on the track. It is 5 on 2. 5 on 2. Here we go. No, 5 on 3. 5 on 3. I stand corrected. Here we go. 20 feet. 20 feet. And Bone Setter getting called to the box 20 feet. Sheetiness giving a hit there, and what do we got? Okay, we are going. We're still going. Okay, now we've got 5 on 2. 5 on 2 Derby. Meanwhile, Shirley Demise, okay, lead jam, Surly's. Lead jam, Surly's. We've got a nearly stopped pack here. It is 5 on 2. Okay, wait a minute here. 5 on 1, what's going on here? Somebody's got to come out of the box. They can't go in the box. Okay, here we go. Now somebody's got to come out. Sheetiness has got to come out of the box now. Okay, Sheetiness is out of the box. There was no room at the Bruiser Inn. Sheetiness had to stay out until the box was clear. Okay, Localina's back out from her penalty. Sheetiness is back in. Now Bone Setter's coming back in. We're at 5 on 4. 5 on 4. This is good stuff. This is real derby. Localina's through, no lead jam. And 2 minutes, that's a jam. Okay, we got 82-37. 11-11 remaining. Cutthroat KC and Gratuitous Violet. Here we go. Here we go. Gratuitous Violet taking the inside. Casey taking the outside. And Bruiser Skater takes a little spill in turn 4. But we're still going. Here comes Gratuitous Violet through. Lead Jam Surly. We have a lead jammer, and that is Gratuitous Violet trying to keep her balance there in turn 2. Meanwhile, Casey trying to make her way through. Come on, Casey. Casey's got to get by Dominatrix. Will she do it? Oh, a nice little hit there by Dianosaurus Rex taking her infield, but she's back going in there. This jam is making me dizzy, really. Here we go. All right, here we go. Cutthroat KC still through. And okay. I think we got another 2-minute jam going here. This one's definitely going to be okay, and that's the jam. Somebody had to call it off, does it? Shirley Demise and Rain of Rage. Here we go. And we have a lead jammer, and it's Shirley Demise. And and that is Shirley Demise. Well, what else is going on here? Rain of Rage trying to make her way through. Bone Setters all over her. 20 feet up. Whistle. Meanwhile, Rain of Rage is through. Meanwhile, elbows is being called on somebody here. Let's see what's going on. Forearms is being called. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nice try. Nice try by Judy Saucebox there on the Surly Jammer. Here we go again. Here she comes. Here comes Rain of Rage. Rain of Rage is through. Picking up points. Meanwhile, there's Shirley Demise. But Rain of Rage is showing the speed that we know Rain of Rage. And that's a jam. No, that's a jam. Okay, it's 90 to 48. 90 to 48. Bruisers are up ahead. 7:10 on the clock. We're going. And here we go. By the way, that is Gratuitous Violet against Sheetiness. Lead jam is called on Gratuitous Violet, and she immediately calls. That's the jam. Here we go. Here we go. We've got lots of distraction, but we've got Rain of Rage going up against the Bone Setter. Rain of Rage against the Bone Setter. Here we go. Rain of Rage taking a little bit of... Rain of Rage taking a nice hit off of Shirley Demise. We have a lead jammer, and it's Rain of Rage. Surly Gurlies. baby. And that's our bone setter. That's the jam. That's the jam. 5 minutes remaining. 90 to 49. Here we go. We have Locolina jamming up against Gratuitous Violet. Gratuitous Violet. Nice little slip there. At the shoulders of Shirley Demise. But wait. Okay. Locolina giving us a little bit of a false alarm there. So what's happening here? Lead jam, Surly. And that is Gratuitous Violet. But here comes Locolina. And she's through, no lead. And she calls. That's a jam. This one's almost over. Okay, here we go. We have got 2:52 remaining. It's 90 to 51. Bruisers, Sheetinist, and Rain of Rage. Sheetinist and Rain of Rage. And we have a lead jam for Rain of Rage and the Starleys. But here comes Sheetinist. Sheetinist takes a spill to her bench. But Rain of Rage is on fire. She needs 39. Close in this gap. This one may go in my original prediction. This one may go in my original prediction, 30 to 50. Surleys. 30-50 Bruisers. Sheetinist is through. No lead. Rain of Rage, nice. Oh, missed it. Oh, what's going on? This pack is split up all over the place, and that's the jam. That was a mess. Time for one more jam. 90 to 53, which is possibly the final jam. Gratuitous Violet is on the line. And we got a bruiser in the box. Here we go. Here we go. And that is Gratuitous Violet for the final jam. 1 minute remaining. This is final jam. Final jam. Gratuitous Violet. Here she comes. Cutthroat Casey on her. What? Gratuitous Violet. And she's through lead jam. Meanwhile, Cutthroat Casey to the box. But here she comes for the final jam. That is Gratuitous Violet. Derby lovers, this is AZRD. Here comes Gratuitous Violet. She gets by Bone Setter. Picks up some points. She's not going to let this one go. She needs to speed this up to close in the margin. She's got about 30 seconds left in this jam. Here she comes. That pack is going to stay fast. We got a little bit of work going in here. Meanwhile, Sheetanist is back in. Sheetanist is back in. Sheetanist is back in, and we are... Now we got a super slow pack. They're going to ride this baby out. Just wait for that clock to go out. Sheetanist, stumble. Jammer line. Gratuitous Violet, stumble. Jammer line. She calls. It's over. It's over. This is your last bout?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm going to Vegas.
Yay.
I thought we saw that.